Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa ba'd. So this is just a quick piece of advice that I want to give the people today, inshallah. This is for mainly for the students of knowledge, but for specifically, but in general for everybody. What I want you to do is like if you sit back today and you look at like the path that you see the majority of the people taking, you see like how the people are living their lives, the behavior that the majority of the people are displaying on a daily basis, and just the direction that their lives are going into. Once you sit back and you take that assessment and you see everything that you see going on nowadays, what you have to do now is you have to turn around and go in the opposite direction. Because you see that the majority of the people, they don't live their lives for purpose. There's no purpose in their lives. They're not living to achieve anything. They live their lives from day to day to day to day to day with no types of achievement. But as a Muslim, of course, we have to live our life with purpose. Our purpose in life is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala correctly according to the Quran and the Sunnah, and to earn the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His pleasure. So that in this way that He enters us into the Jannah. Otherwise, then what is the purpose of life? What have we achieved in our lives if we haven't achieved that purpose? I mean, the very actual purpose of our creation, we haven't even achieved it. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا خَلَقَتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. So there was no other purpose for the creation of jinn and mankind except for the purpose of worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's it. This is the purpose. Now, everything that we do in life as far as survival from day to day and getting money to pay rent, to pay bills, this is just to keep our lives going in survival mode. But our purpose and achieving our purpose, what is our purpose? And are we living our lives to achieve that purpose? Are we setting goals every single day to achieve that purpose of earning the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are we just living like the rest of the people? Are we living our lives day to day like a bunch of farm animals, just waking up, eating, drinking, and sleeping, eating, drinking, sleeping, repeat, eat, drink, sleep, repeat? I mean, is this the type of life that you want to live? This is what you wake up every single day for? With this in mind. So every single day that you wake up, you have to live your life deliberately with a purpose, that there's a strategic plan, it's something that you're trying to achieve every single day, that you have your life, you're mapping it out and you're planning it. You're setting goals and tasks for every single day, the things that you need to achieve. Because the majority of the people nowadays, wallahi, you look at them, they're just lazy. They're lazy. They all they want to do is they want to go and they want to get the bare minimum done so they can go on and just eat, sleep, and drink and go back to those three things. You understand? So they try to do the bare minimum. But now you have a mind. You're trying to achieve things. So what do? You just want to do the bare minimum, or do you want to excel? If you were to just do a little above the bare minimum, just a little bit over mediocre, then you would excel over every single person in today's society. Every single person in today's society with the lazy behavior that they have. If you're waking up early, you're waking up early, you're going to bed early, you're waking up early, and you get started on all the goals and achieving the things that you need to achieve, and you're working hard every single day, you'll surpass all of society. If you just be consistent and keep asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for assistance. Because the next thing is that the majority of the people today, they don't have any type of self-discipline. They don't have self-discipline. They do what they want when they want to do it. So if they want to work hard, they'll work hard. If they don't feel like working hard, I'm going to take a day off. I'm going to relax today. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to chill because my body needs to rest. And that's the fool's mentality. Because that you have, your life is very limited. And every single breath that you take there's one less breath that you're going to take. And it's one breath closer to your death. 1 second closer to your death. And you don't know when that time's going to come. Do you really have time to be wasting in this life? Any of us, do we have time to be wasting in this life? To be sitting back and like just doing things when we want to do it? So the thing is, we have to when we're living with that purpose and we're looking at the things that we need to achieve in this life, earning the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as tulab al-ilm, continuing to seek knowledge and get knowledge. Everything that we need to work for, it has to be mapped out and planned every single day. And we have to force ourselves and make ourselves get those things done every single day. And that's that self-discipline. That's the discipline. Because if you lack that, then you're going to lack any type of success. How can you achieve anything if you cannot make yourself do the things that you don't want to do when you know that you have to do them? Because that's what discipline is. And the only way that you're going to achieve the things after the assistance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is that you're gonna have to push yourself to do those things, even when you don't want to do them. There's going to be days you don't want to read, days you don't want to memorize, days you don't want to review, but you have to do it, and you have to continue to do it. There's no such thing as a day off. So get that again. That mentality has to go. because you don't have time. You don't have that, you know, if you want a day off, you, inshallah, you earn Allah's pleasure. You get all the days off that you want in Jannah, inshallah. But like right now, it has to be about work. It has to be about carrying out these goals. It has to be about living your life with that purpose that we're talking about. That purpose of trying to earn that pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and work and set your goals to achieve that purpose. And live every single day for that purpose. You're reading the Quran, you're reading the Sunnah, you're memorizing the Quran, you're memorizing the Sunnah, you're reading the books of Ahl al-Ilm. You really want to do something great, read the biographies of all the people that came before. Don't look at these people today. Don't look at the people today. Don't look around you and try to look for role models that you see in society, especially in the West. Go back and read the biographies of Imam Ahmed. Go back and read the biography of Imam al-Bukhari, of Imam Muslim. Read the biographies of Sufyan al-Thawri, Sufyan ibn Uyayna. Read the biographies of Muhammad ibn Sirin, of Abdullah ibn Mubarak, all the A'imma. And look at the lives that they lived, and look at the characteristics and all the character they had, and look at the quality, the character traits that they had that made them successful. And then start to take on those character traits. You read through the Sunnah and you look at the Sahaba. You got the book is called Ustul Ghaba, which is about the lives of the Sahaba. And you have Sirah Alam Nubala al-Dhahabi, which also gives all the different biographies of all the ulama that went before. Read these books, live in these books. Live in these books and read the biographies of all these people. Read the biography of Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah and look at what he did. Look at the character that he had. Look at the behavior. Look at the ijtihad, and look at all the patience that he had and all the difficulties that he went through. Because again, if you look at the people in society, what do you notice? The people are fragile. The people are weak. And one little word in khalas, he's all over, you see these people, they want to get up and insult. Then you say one thing against them and they want to cry on social media. Oh, you calling them this? Oh, you calling them this? Don't have that type of behavior. You have to be tougher than that. And you have to be constantly putting yourself in situations. See, like when we were living in Yemen, we had no choice. We had no choice because the life in Yemen itself is tough. And either you toughen up or you go back and get on a plane and go back to America. So how do you think that we could survive? You have brothers that lived there for 15 years, 20. I lived there for 15 years. I have brothers, just talked to a brother today, Abdul Hakim Allah Yahfadhu, lived in Yemen for 20 years or more than 20 years. Other brothers that lived in Yemen for 20 years. How do you think that we were able to survive? You think that we were able to survive because we sat there fragile and weak-minded? No, you have to adapt to the situation, and you have to toughen up your mind, and you have to realize that nobody's going to sit here and coddle you anymore. Nobody's going to baby you anymore. Nobody's going to put a bottle in your mouth and soothe you to sleep. You're now even to the point where we had to live through war. We had in that war, we had to live through being hungry, not having electricity, taking cold showers in cold weather, and all the different, just being hungry all the time, not having all the comfort that we had. We did away with it, but we knew why we were doing it. And that's what made us patient, because we're doing it and we wanted to live in a Muslim country. We wanted to continue studying our religion and continue practicing our religion. We wanted to wake up every day for Salat al-Fajr and hear that adhan out in the street. We wanted to be able to go to the masjid and see all the Muslims all over the place. We wanted to live in a Muslim society, so we didn't care what we went through. We didn't care what we went through. We were prepared to go through every single thing. And we watched brothers die left and right, left and right, left and right. But that doesn't stop us. They're dead. We still have to live and we have to move on. Allah yarhamahum. We make dua for them and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enter them in the Jannah. But we have to keep moving. And we got to keep, life doesn't stop at that. The closest brothers that were there, all of us lost very close brothers to us in those wars. So you think we're going to sit back and cry about it? We have to cry. You cry. And you move on. And you keep moving on. You have to toughen up your mind. You can't have this type of fragile behavior. If there's one piece of advice I could give to the people, just put yourself in a position to toughen yourself up. Be stronger. Be stronger. Stop being like these fragile people on YouTube in the comment section that they want to sit there and cry and complain about every single thing. You have to be tougher than that. You have to put yourself in difficult positions that make you tougher. That make you that brings you out of that comfort that you're accustomed to. Go hungry. Don't, you know what I'm saying? If you're you had this desire for pizza today, go hungry today. Don't eat. Eat a couple dates. Sleep on the floor. Take a cold shower in the winter. Do things that toughen you up and make you a stronger person. Make you stronger in your mind and discipline yourself to get the things done that you need to get done every single day. And then that way, inshallah, you'll be successful and work every single day towards getting the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, you'll be successful in this life and the next. Wallahu a'lam, wallahu musta'an.